So I thought I'd post a quick episode on my journey to becoming a cold calling champion. In the hopes that it would hopefully inspire some of you young guns out there that maybe you are new to sales, new to cold calling. Maybe you're not even in sales, but you've maybe seen some of my videos talking about lessons from 100 cold calls or why cold calling is a good thing. And hopefully this will inspire you to kind of look into a sales career and hopefully build up your skill. So the thing with cold calling that I really like cold calling sales is that it's a field, right? It's a professional vocation where performance really matters. You're not gonna be able to go into cold calling and rely on the results of the guy next to you, right? And there are some jobs where you could do that, right? Like if you're employed on a big ship, right? Um, what you do absolutely matters, but in the second to second moment, it doesn't matter. So in a lot of ways, you can actually get by costing along based on how hard other people around you are rowing. That's just one example, just one quick example right there. Or if you are playing, let's say another example, if you're playing in a music orchestra, right? Unless you are the only guy that has that kind of instrument, and so when the part comes, the conductor is looking at you specifically like you are the guy that's got this part. You are almost like a soloist. uh, Unless you are that, with most of the parts, hey, guess what? You got three other guys that are in the wind section with you, in the horn section with you, three other guys that got the exact same part, the exact same instrument. So all you gotta do is not stand out and don't mess up the thing, and you could even get away with not even playing, right? you could, you could even so that's just an example of how it is in most jobs. So in most jobs, your individual performance, whilst your manager might have some idea of what you're doing, you can actually get away with either not doing anything at all or just doing enough not to stand out as being obviously bad, right? Um, Now, with cold calling and sales, that's not the case because sales is really a one-on-one task, a one-on-one project. It's gonna be you in cold calling, talking to one prospect, one at a time, and your sales number, your appointments, everything is really gonna be, just out there, clear for either the manager or everybody else on your team to actually know. So that's something that's there with cold calling with sales. Now, it might be more fun to just have a job where you can kind of blend in and fit in and not stand out and kind of get away with slacking or whatever. But sales is a higher level of challenge, right? And cold calling is a higher level of challenge. So stepping up to the challenge, learning what it is about. I mean, I like that it's a performance based thing. It really does open up the opportunity if you are willing to go in and do the work. Another great thing that I have learned in my journey, right, is that it takes a lot. It takes a lot. You're not gonna be great at cold calling, great at sales, just waking up and going in and just you cannot go in just willy nilly. One, you have to spend a lot of time training. I've had to spend a lot of time actually reading books on sales. I've had to spend a lot of time training with AI, like the AI tools that you can train with, role play with. I've had to train watching videos of great salespeople. I've gotten on calls with sales trainers and they've helped me refine my scripts or my selling process, my mindset. They've helped me refine various aspects of my sales approach. So there's a lot of training involved. That's one thing I've definitely found out. And another big lesson, and something I've also learned is that volume really is critical. Volume is the number one skill. This is one of those things like playing baseball. You're not gonna get great at baseball betting if you go out every week and you hit 10 balls. They throw 10 balls at you and you hit 10 balls and you go back home and you relax for the week and watch TV and you come back to the park next weekend and you hit 10 balls. Like, that's gonna take you 10,000 years to become a decent baseball a decent baseball player to be able to play in the league. You're not gonna cut it. So you're gonna need to be out there hitting 100, 200, 300 balls a day if you wanna become like a major league baseball player, right? You're gonna same thing with cold calling and sales. You're not gonna cut it making 10 calls, 20 calls a day. If you wanna be a pro, if you want to be somebody that's really doing this right and doing it the right way at a great level, you're gonna need to be making 200, 300 cold calls a day. And if you can do that, guys, then the opportunities are gonna open up for you. The opportunities are gonna be out there waiting for you, and it's gonna be great. So those are my lessons from my own journey.